Hello, friends. Today I'm going to do a brief introduction to Shakti Tantra Yoga. It is something that I'm bringing in with my guides, the wisdom goddesses and dakinis of the Vedic and Tibetan Buddhist tradition, which is my lineage. And this is authentic Tantra, meaning that I am a lineage holder, and it's actually going to be a tradition based on the exploration of the divine feminine that we have attempted to control, abuse, diminish, or delete in human culture. So basically we're saying women are claiming self-sovereignty. We're claiming full equality to the masculine. We're moving from dominator, bukkake, toxic machismo consciousness. We're throwing that away. It's dissolving. We're moving into partnership consciousness with the masculine, the divine masculine, and the divine feminine are together in union, and we are creating a whole new world based in compassion, wisdom, and most of all, love. So we have to be like, hey, how are we going to do that? That's a good question, right? So, we start off, many of us know this. It's like I ask people, like, how do you feel most connected? That's a question. That's where you start. It could be like, hey, I feel great in nature. I feel wonderful when I'm connecting with my friends, or I'm having a birthday party. I'm just in the moment. I'm present in love, watching a sunset, making love, right? Having that loving presence. So that is the great mother in you. Okay. So in Tibetan Buddhism, we do have the mother tantras, Dzogchen Tantra. Okay. Those are forms, if you will, of yoga. Okay, so most of the time we're focused on neuromuscular yoga or Hatha, which is also part of my tradition from Yogananda, but we don't necessarily focus on the other 8 limbs. So in Shakti Tantra Yoga, we will be focusing on the other limbs. Most of all, we'll focus on more of a niyama. So niyama is about devotion to the Great Mother, devotion to Shakti, which is the divine feminine, devotion to Shiva, okay? Pranayama, breath practices, okay? And dhyana meditation. So our meditation, Shakti meditation, is very similar to transcendental meditation, and it's about just connecting with that part of you in yourself, the divine mother in you. So it's about creating a commitment to that practice, which is the sacred masculine that actually holds the space for whatever practice we choose. Committing to some sort of daily practice, self-compassion, starting there, connecting with Mother Earth. That's the foundation of, hey, do I feel safe in this world? Do I feel safe in my body? We are not our feelings. We are not our thoughts. We're not our generational trauma. We are not the program that has been installed by the machismo dominator culture. Okay, so it's up to each of us individually to excavate that, delete it, and install something new. So hence, we feel that the divine feminine needs some sort of vehicle. These wisdom goddesses were developed thousands of years ago. It's was actually a tradition called Shaktiism. It still is, mostly in parts of India, but it's still very rare in India. But the wisdom goddesses were designed to help us awaken to who we really are and explore our divine feminine. Okay, and there's also within the Tibetan Buddhist tradition dakinis. Okay, so this is very high mother tantra, Dzogchen. Okay, so most people are not ready for this. I mean, and I'm just learning because I'm just bringing it in. Okay, because we need a feminine tantra tradition stat. Okay, because we're countering some energy that's not working for us. I call tyranny, dominator consciousness, predator consciousness. Okay. So we need to raise our vibe, and, women, Western women, per the Dalai Lama, will save the world. I absolutely believe that's true. The most untapped power within humans is the divine feminine, okay? But we have to be held by our own divine masculine first, okay? Got to find that within you, okay? So we connect with an archetype, or we can call it an energy in the phenomenal world, that reflects our highest self, that really is our highest self. really just pulling in our highest self. So Tantra teaches us that we are not little. We are actually connected to Mother Earth. We are connected to the whole universe. And we've been fooled by the dominator culture, thinking that we're not good enough, smart enough, pretty enough, rich enough. I mean, we'll never be enough, right? We'll never be enough for them, okay? So we actually need to step out of that. It's kind of like getting out of an escape room, stepping out of that. Even psychology, okay? There's nothing wrong with us. We live in a fucked up culture. I like to just bottom line it, okay? And we're literally dissolving that. Mother Earth will say Durga Ma. Mother Earth is like, hey, you know what? Kids, it's time to grow up. We're going to slice and dice pretty much everything off on an individual basis and a collective consciousness basis that no longer serves humanity. We can call it an ascension. Pretty much every tradition believes in that. We absolutely do at Shakti Tribe. We have to evolve. I mean, otherwise we're kind of fucked. And I'm really happy that I can say that word because it's a very important word in Shakti Tantra Yoga. Okay. So all of this is supported by simple bhakti practices, which is devotion to Shiva and Shakti in all of their manifestations. Okay. So, we can think of the sacred masculine as holding space for the sacred feminine. Deep, 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 deep devotional love. Okay. Absolutely. And then we can think of, the feminine as the artist, the creatrix. So sort of the ground of being and what holds her. So together it's this dance, okay, the dance of Shiva and Shakti, okay, the masculine and the feminine, gender equality. So simple meditation, bhakti, we do some freeform dancing, breath practices. It's all about getting into the flow, okay? So it helps us relax. It helps us to balance the brain, the right and left hemispheres of our brain on an individual or a collective basis. It helps our ability to focus, restful awareness. We're developing awareness. Tantra is about developing consciousness first, right? And then bringing it to everything that we do, okay? Including sexuality. Yes, we could use some serious healing around that. Yeah. Gives us a sense of connection in a safe space. Cultivating this space is the foundation for non-dual Shakti Tantra Yoga, okay? So right now, my classes are only available to women, and I do coach men one-on-one, but foundation is safe space. That's when you're tapped into your base chakra, you're grounding, you're literally grounding into Mother Earth, okay? So please subscribe to my YouTube if you like this. I do have a Patreon account, and I could use some support. We're about gender equality from a spiritual level, okay? Because the government is definitely not going to be the rise of the divine feminine. Women, the sacred feminine is going to rise like a freaking phoenix, okay? It's in women, it's in everyone, okay? So it's pretty much like all hands on deck. Let's have deep, 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 deep compassion towards ourselves first, deep love to ourselves first, grounding into Mother Earth, okay? That's where we begin. Where your yoga class ends, that's where Shakti Tantra Yoga begins, okay? It's about all the answers are already within you, hence the wisdom goddesses reflect that, okay? So I hope you'll join me. If any of this actually makes sense to you, then congratulations. Okay, I am all about cultivating love, and I'm certainly working on myself, discovering my own divine feminine, and I'm just asking other people if they're interested in doing this with me and relating on a conscious level, okay? Sending all of my love, blessings, namaste.